Hello, my name is Jen. This is Luna, and we are here to talk about and practice moon salutations, Chandra Namaskar. So you may have heard of Surya Namaskar, you may have practiced it before. Surya Namaskar is meant to heat the body and to tap into our solar aspects of self. Chandra Namaskar is helpful for tapping into things like creative energy. It helps to promote a sense of calm and to help us to nurture ourselves. These are considered the feminine sides of ourselves, the feminine or lunar aspects of ourselves. This practice is perfect for any time that you want to tap into those creative or feminine energies. It's also a great way to honor the moon itself, and in that way it can be practiced either at times of the full moon or on a new moon to again honor that and set your intentions for the new or full moon. So with that said, we're going to go over a practice, a variation of moon salutations, Chandra Namaskar today. I will say there are many different variations, and some of the moon salutations are completely different from sun salutations. Some are very similar. They kind of reflect the sun salutations and the way the moon reflects the rays of the sun. So that kind of idea where it's very similar but a little bit different. Today we're going to start with one that's actually completely different. It can be a little bit challenging, particularly through the hips. So please be mindful with your practice. Take rest breaks anytime you need. Modify if you are feeling tight through the hips. You can have blocks handy, though this is a bit of a flowing practice. We'll take the first round slow, and then we'll maybe speed it up from there. So with that said, I would invite you to find a comfortable seated position on your yoga mat or meditation pillow. Think about having your shoulders so that they're over the hips. Hands could be resting down, and when you're ready, you can close your eyes. We'll take a moment just to notice how it feels to be in our body, and we'll take a few deep breaths. On the inhale, witnessing the body expand. Exhaling out all the stale air. Deep breaths in. And slow breaths out. One more deep breath in. And slow breath out. As you're complete, we'll let the eyes slowly blink open. Okay, so coming on up to the top of the mat, we'll take a moment in Tadasana. So shoulders are over the hips, hips are over the ankles. If you're able, ears over the shoulders with your arms by your side. Taking a deep breath in and a slow breath out. We'll let the arms lift around and up overhead. You can let the palms come together, or you can have the hands parted. I'm going to turn to face you. We'll take a side bend to the left. So I'm mirroring on the inhale, lifting up. On the exhale, you can move on into your side bend, creating that nice arch through the side body. Try to keep both legs strong, shoulders stacked. Then we rise all the way back up, and we're going to step back with the left foot. So left foot steps back, toes are going to be out, heels are in. We'll bend the elbows, bend the knees into goddess pose. Think about tailbone down, core engaged, knees bent out wide, elbows bent, palms forward with fingertips pointed up. Then we extend arms and legs for 5-pointed star pose. From here, we're going to take the back left toes, point them toward the long edge of the mat, right toe and heels align. Arms are extending out, so we're setting up for Trikonasana. Think about moving through the hips, so right hip pulls over to the right, left hip coming closer to the left thigh. Make sure you keep both sides of the body long. Left hand is going to come down inside the left leg. It can be high up or it can be lower down. Just again, try to make sure your left side body remains long with a strong core. Then we're going to rotate into pyramid pose. So hands are going to come down to frame that back left foot. You might need to step the right foot out or wiggle the heel. Think about extending through the spine, or for a deeper stretch, and if that's available to you, you can fold in a little deeper. Then we're going to step it to runner's lunge. So you can come up onto fingertips as needed, bend the left knee, and we're going to extend the right leg out. So right toes are down, right leg is long. We're pressing back through the heel and reaching forward through the head. Left knee and ankle are aligned. Then we're going to walk it into Skandasana, which is kind of like a low half side lunge. So toes and heels again are lining up with the toes facing toward the long edge of the mat. Left knee is bent, right leg is long. Then we come into a full squat. So toes out, heels in, hips drop down. Hands can be supporting you on the mat, or they can come together at the center, maybe even pressing the elbows into the knees. That is one half of one Chandra Namaskar. We're going to work our way back to the front using the right knee bending, left leg extending this time. So bring your hands down if they're not already there. You're going to lift the hips just high enough so you can work yourself into position. So toes and heels aligned, right knee is bent, left leg is extended. So we're coming back to that kind of side lunge, Skandasana. Then we walk it forward to runner's lunge. So toes, all 10 toes facing toward the front of the mat, left back leg is extended, right knee bent over the ankle. Now we move to pyramid pose. So you're going to step that left foot up a little bit, bring it at an angle with the toes out, heels in. Again, right toes facing toward the front of the mat. You might come up onto your fingertips, create a moment of extension. Then we lift to Trikonasana. So bring your left toes and heels into alignment with the left toes facing toward the long edge of the mat. You might kind of grip your right shin with your hand just to give you leverage to float the left arm up. Remember, we want a long side body here, so think about pulling your hips back and head forward. Now we rise all the way up, root through your feet as you lift. Toes are out, heels are in, 5-pointed star. Then we bend elbows and knees, goddess pose. Re-extend, step to the top of the mat. Arms overhead, and then we side bend right, so the other side of our side bend. Rising back up, and then palms come together and down. Take a deep breath. Let's try again, this time a little bit faster. Take breaks, pause the video as often as you need. Stepping up to the top of the mat, arms overhead, and side bend left. Re-extend, step to left foot back, toes out, heels in, bend elbows and knees, goddess pose. Extend arms and legs, 5-pointed star. Align, so right toes face toward the long edge of the mat, left toes toward the back of the mat, hands in line with the shoulders. Trikonasana, reach to the left, keep the side body long as left hand comes down inside the leg. Then we rotate, hands come to frame that left foot, spin the right heel back, pyramid pose. Bend the left knee, slide the left foot back, runner's lunge. Bring the hands inside the left foot, rotate on the feet so toes face the long edge of the mat. Then we step into squat pose, Malasana. Now reversing, again, hands come down, extend the left leg, all 10 toes facing toward the long edge of the mat. Walk around so hands frame the right foot. Kick back through that left heel. Then we step the left foot forward. Pyramid pose. Step your foot out so toes and heels are aligned. Option to grip hand to shin as we open up. And then we rise all the way back up. Toes out, heels in. Bend elbows and knees. Re-extend. Step up. Side bend right. Rising back up, bring the palms together, back to the heart, take a breath. Again, arms lift. Side bend left. Re-extend, step a left foot back. Bend elbows and knees. Extend. And set up the feet for Trikonasana. Once you've got your setup, come on in. Hands come down to frame the foot, pyramid pose. Then we bend the knee, step back, runner's lunge. Hands inside, Skandasana. Heels out, toes in, Malasana squat. Reversing, bring the hands down. Extend left leg, bend right knee. Rotate to the front, runner's lunge. Step up, pyramid pose. Adjust your feet. Option to grip that right shin as you lift to pyramid. Rising all the way up, 5-pointed star. Bend elbows, bend knees. Step up. Arms overhead, side bend right. Rise up, palms together, back to the heart one more time. Extend the arms overhead. Side bend left. Rising up, left foot steps back. Bend elbows and knees, goddess pose. Extend, 5-pointed star. Set up your feet, pyramid pose, Trikonasana, sorry. Then pyramid pose, hands come down to frame the foot. Bend the left knee, extend right leg. Then rotate, face toward long edge of the mat. Step the feet in, Malasana squat. And reversing, hands down, left leg extends, right knee is bent. Hands come to frame right foot, rotate. Step a left foot up, pyramid pose. Adjust the feet, rise. Trikonasana. Coming all the way up, 5-pointed star. Bend elbows and knees, goddess pose. Step up to the top, arms overhead. Side bend to the right. Rising up, palms come together and down to the heart. Deep breath in. And slow breath out. Option to stay standing, or you might come down to a seated position. And just pause to notice how you feel. You might even imagine the moon rising, or a full moon reflecting off a body of water. And let those lunar energies draw deep within, tapping into the feminine qualities within you. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. After the next exhale, or as you feel complete, you can let the eyes slowly blink open. Option to bring the palms together in a position of gratitude, perhaps bowing your head to your own heart. And we'll pause for one more breath, breathing in the benefits of our practice, breathing out all that doesn't serve you here and now. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that practice. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please drop them in the comments below. Otherwise, I hope to see you soon. Do please take good care of yourself and those around you.